everyone, and welcome to our new series where we talk to English VTubers. We have with ourselves a very special guest today. Our guest today is Azzy.
Hello, hello, hello. Hi, hi, hi.
All right, Azzy, thank you for accepting our invitation to this interview. Thank you so much.
No
And
problem.
all right, so let's how about we just get straight to it so we don't take up too much of your time. All right.
Sure.
Well, the first question is what what got you to think about streaming?
Well, first of all, it all started from the early days of the pandemic. So I kind of started at March 2020. And at that time, I was showing my face, my real face. But, you know, since it's the pandemic started, all I could think of was what should I do? I have lots of free time at home. So I want to spend some time in my room and then do my own thing. So my friends and I, we were into gaming at that time. We were like playing mobile games at that time, like PUBG, Call of Duty Mobile, and other games that we can find in mobile. And I was asking my friends if I could stream, if I have the potential to stream, and they said, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, sure, you should stream." And then at that time, I tried streaming on Twitch. But actually before I became a streamer, I was a regular viewer like the other viewers out there. So and then I saw the nature of streaming. Like you have to interact, you have to be entertaining. It's like almost holding a show. So that piqued my interest. So I started streaming and setting up my own stream. At first it was kind of suckish. So I I tried to research a lot about streaming and watch tutorials about how to interact with viewers, how to set up my own stream, and then as time passes by, that's when I got like got really into streaming. So yeah.
So you basically answered nearly like well 3 to 4 questions in one go.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's fine.
I'm just that expressive though. But
I,
it's okay if I could repeat the
uh,
answer. I
uh,
would
oh
probably
no.
choose a different route
Oh
to
no.
answer.
It's fine. It's fine. Because think of you saw as like you started as a normal viewer, you saw streaming, and then you looked at it in senses like you wanted to get into it. You wanted to be on the other side instead of being a viewer. You wanted to actually be the streamer, the person who's interacting with their viewers, the person bringing their own dynamic to it in that sense. Um,
Yes, somehow like since it's involved with kind of branding, so I also got interested with branding.
okay. So branding, in a sense, is also like something that you're interested in that sense. Then,
Yeah.
all right. So if we were to go, so this one would more like be a very interesting one. Is exactly what decisions went into the creation for your avatar. Then, what was the
Okay.
inspiration for it?
Oh, the inspirations actually it is rooting from my emotions. Before my theme was like colorful and joyful. It was really pinkish, pastel pink and pastel purple. Now it just turned into dark purple and fuchsia whatsoever. So it's really based on my emotions. So if you could see like frequent changes on my theme, and that's probably when I'm already changing my emotions or my moods. So the inspiration for my theme as an avatar, it's futuristic dystopia. So I want to be a different kind of VTuber that's not into pinkish or girly kind of designs or like the usual VTubers you see, you know. I want to
Mm-hmm.
be different or make a mark of or a difference in the VTuber community. So and the reason why I picked futuristic dystopia is because um I want to see other people. I want to let other people see that there is a reality out there. Like there is destruction, there is COVID, there is all that bad stuff. And at the same time, it's futuristic. because there's like some kind of hope or something. I wanted to make it like look like a piece of art or a masterpiece for some reason. So that's it.
That's a very deep. Wow, that is interesting.
I
And
I don't know. I tend to be very deep when it comes to art and all that.
so you're, to an extent, well, you so that would say that's art. You're one with the arts then. So that's why, in a sense,
Yeah.
with the colors and the
Yeah.
moods and everything all goes together.
Yep. I can say that I'm more of an expressionist than like those usual VTubers who do anime and manga. I don't do those. I'm more of the abstract artist. I express based on emotion and ideas and the surroundings.
Oh, that's very good. So I will have to take. So I will have to take a note to look out for when the colors start changing.
Yeah.
So when I know the colors are changing, I know, okay, as his mood is changing. But then the thing is it
Yeah.
a good mood or is it a bad mood? Do I take that step?
Basically. Like my recent banner just went from the whole destruction. Before that banner, the Twitch banner that I used to have, it was like a foresty magical forest. I don't know. And then suddenly I just had this idea. What if I could make like a dystopian kind of banner? So there's like destruction and smoke and all that. So it's sad.
So you went from the wonderful forest to
Yeah.
to destruction and smoke.
I migrated to the
Mo-
destruction.
Most people be like, well, that escalated quickly.
Yeah. Basically, yeah. That's what happens when I change moods.
And that is a quick change. But it is
Well, you know,
interesting.
it's
It's interesting
oh,
to see
thank
that
you.
is that you can have it coming from such a place where you see where it's like a nice little happy, all carefree place, but then it comes to the reality of it and exactly what hits you, and you realize like this is what's happening, this is what's going on, things are going
Yeah.
crazy, and it's just you reflect it in your art, and it reflects on you, and because it reflects on you, you then reflect its effect on you then.
Yes, exactly. It's like all of my emotions are connected to my mind. So whatever idea I think, it would just really come out in my works.
All right, that's pretty good. That's nice. Um, well, I would have asked you what inspired you to become a VTuber, but you already answered that in that sense from before.
Not really, not really. I didn't really answer that yet.
Oh,
So
okay.
the reason why I became a VTuber, I used to show my face a lot on stream. Like even before I became a VTuber, I show my face a lot. The thing is, um, every time I show my face on stream, there are some strange men trying to message me, and then they're trying to sexually harass me and all that, and I did not want that to happen anymore.
Ah, okay.
So yeah, it's like they're already stalking my profile. They're already this is weird, but they're kind of courting me or something when I'm not really interested to. And
Those tier three
it just
subs.
became so yeah, it just became so cold-hearted towards men
Ouch.
somehow. Yeah. No, not that way, but I mean not all men, but the men who are trying to, try to simp on me or something.
Well, that
Not gonna lie, they're like literally men who are simping on me. So, and the reason why I became a VTuber because I want to be anonymous. I don't want other people to look at me just because of my appearance, just because of my voice or whatsoever. Yeah, I just want to be seen as the person that they should see, like an artist, someone who is trying to make a change in this world, who's trying to accept people, all people, like a different kind of person, not people who sexualize women just because they're women, they can sexualize them.
okay.
That's what I wanted to change.
So basically, one in a sense is like to bring out your personality, your kind of desires in the
Yeah.
world, so they don't really just focus on just the physical
Yes,
point of it, but
exactly.
more
I don't
just
want. I don't want other people to look at me based on appearance, physical appearance, but I want them to look at me in my personality and my views in this world.
Okay, okay. So this will actually stem into the next question in the sense the challenges you had in becoming a VTuber. What
Yeah.
challenges?
At first, yeah, the designing of my VRM was pretty tough. It was pretty unsatisfying. If you saw my channel trailer, the first scene that you're going to see, the first Genshin Impact a clip that you're going to see was my very first VRM model. What? VRM model?
Oh, oh wow.
VR model.
She's got a VRM, not a VR, but a
VRM
VRM.
model. Yeah, a VR model. My first thoughts about it was not satisfying. I was not satisfied with the design. So during those times, I kept changing my VTuber model design. So it's like almost every day I change it. Until then, I got this design where it feels like me. So it's more like purple. It's more like dark purple and darkish. Because my first VRM was kind of joyful and all that, and that's not what really matched my emotions these days. So um I don't know, I just look at Pinterest just for some futuristic dystopian outfits as inspiration, and yeah, this is how design my VRM, and I'm really happy with it, uh, more than the first ones, because I was just studying about the application itself. So
So basically, it took you a while before you actually settled in your skin, in that kind of words,
yeah. Yes,
then.
super. It took me like a month before I got into this form.
And could we say this could be your final form?
Yep. This is my final form. My final Super Saiyan form. Just kidding.
Alright. So the next question will go into in the sense of how right now the English VTuber community is kind of like taking off like a rocket in that sense. Which you have the Hololive English VTubers coming online, and then everything from there just skyrocketed. You're just realizing there's now an entire fully loaded community of English YouTubers. Um,
Yeah.
what are you most excited about happening in that community?
Um. There would be. I'm really excited about a huge group of VTubers connecting with each other and collabing with each other. Just like the normal lives. I mean, if streamers, it's just like the streamer community, they yeah, you get to connect with other streamers, you get to play with them, you get to be friends with them, and I'm excited if this VTuber community would grow big. At least we know we're the first VTubers, English VTubers in history somehow. But and
To
it's
survive the
like
history.
it's just yeah, it's just growing. It's slowly growing, honestly. Even my cousin wants to be a VTuber, so it's slowly growing, and I'm excited that it will grow big enough. But of course, as VTubers, we need to prevent toxic people to overpower our community. So I'm not sure if you have a solution to that, but I'm just excited that it will grow big.
Alright, because then my next question will come in from that in the sense is that as much as the English VTuber community is growing, there is that side where you see people are now, there's that toxic side of it that's already more or less starting to grow in that sense because you realize that there's some of the English VTubers that kind of think of themselves as privileged in that sense and have
Oh,
kind
those
of,
people.
yeah,
Yeah, I hate those.
yeah, that kind of have made the community have not really, I wouldn't say it's spoiled the taste of English YouTubers in people's mouths, but more like started giving them that taste of salt, where it's like, no, this is not something that I would like to watch, something I'd like to interact with. This is not something. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, if, for example, if I were the viewer and then I saw a VTuber who's being salty and all that, of course, that VTuber is not for you. The only thing is that um if you're, for example, the streamer, if you have that personality, for example, you have a joyful personality and you have an open personality, the type of viewers that's gonna be attracted to you are those the same type of people, like people, open viewers, people who just want to have fun. But if you're the opposite, then the type of viewers that are gonna be attracted to you will be the same kind of viewers. So I'm not sure if it makes sense, but you get my point.
I think I get the point in that sense is that the person who's streaming brings that kind of crowd to them. So it's kind of like, it's, in a
Yeah.
sense, it's like you're the magnet that draws these people towards you. Then, all right.
Yeah, yes, somehow like that. It's like you're the magnet. So whatever your personality is, they are the type. Their viewers who have the same personality will get attracted to you. Or people who are the opposite who find you enlightening, then that's good.
Indeed. Okay. All right. We go to the next question. Are there any VTubers that you'd like to do a collaboration with in the future, or even get to know better?
I don't have anyone in mind, but if you guys want to collab with me, just PM me, slide into my DMs. I don't really mind collabing with anyone as long as they're pleasant to talk to and not so rude, or trying to put me to shame or something. A collaboration that is fun. I'm not really a fan of any VTuber at all. It's just that I just see some inspirations from them. That's it. But if you guys want to collab with me, I'm fine with it. Just, you know, PM me.
That's an interesting way to put it. All right. Okay. So, well, the next question, but then is like your thoughts on the future of the English VTuber community in the sense of like, because this will also be like a two-part question. Is like your thoughts on the future of the community. So, like, you would have those who are your viewers now, when they see you and their interactions with you and everything, when they now get that desire to say, "Ooh, I want to become an English VTuber as well." What are your thoughts on that, and what would you like say to them in that sense for those who are aspiring to become English YouTubers?
Well, if you want to be a VTuber, then it piqued your interest. Give it a try, give it a shot. You'll never know unless you try. It's much easier if you initiate to become a VTuber. Give it a try instead of just wishing or hoping for it to happen, because it won't really happen if you're just thinking about it. You have to make it happen if you want to do it. If you're willing to do it, then make it happen. You you search or research, you have Google, Mr. Google over there. You can ask him how to be a VTuber. You
He
can
knows
ask the other
everything.
VTubers or watch other VTubers on YouTube how to be a VTuber. You have Fia, you have who else? Fia's the only person I know. But
The only
yeah, but
YouTuber.
we have lots of VTubers out there. If you want to get inspired to become a VTuber, just do it. Just keep researching, keep growing.
That's true. That's because it's amazing the amount of resources it actually has out there. Because even when I decided to say, okay, I'm gonna make the switch, when I made when I decided to do the look around for it, and I realized the amount of resources that are out there, they have made it in such a
Yeah,
sense that
exactly.
there is enough resources out there with people explaining things to you step by step as you go along the way. And
Yeah, but
most of the
actually, it's not that difficult to be a VTuber. It's completely free, honestly.
well, that's true. It is completely free. It has some, but when you do go looking for proper clothes, you do realize that there's some people that have a cost to it. but
Yeah.
but that's the thing. If you want something that looks awesome and good, then you can you can pay for it if anything. But then you have those that where when you get into the nitty gritty of it, in that sense, is that you started from the beginning where you get software, you play around with it. It's something that you're now
Yeah.
learning in that sense, and then you realize the joy for it that you get because you're building it as you grow. So in a sense, it's like you started off with one thing and then you realize it's like, oh, I want to add this. I got this clothing to wear, and then you learn how to actually edit the clothes and then put it in and whatnot, and then you realize it's like, oh, but I want to do this thing as well, and then all the ideas and everything starts coming, and then you realize that you start
Yeah.
building yourself like that.
Yeah, exactly. Don't be afraid to change so much things about your VRM because it's part of growing. You're trying to find um your um your brand or something. You're trying to make an icon of yourself. Not really a famous icon, but you're trying to make a mark about who you really are, who you're who you're be you're who you are who you are trying to be.
Good one.
Sorry, I keep on stuttering, but it's just so difficult to express it in English. But for example, if you're an aspiring VTuber, just do it. So it's not that difficult. I mean, I'm not saying it's easy, but it's completely free. You don't have to pay anything just to be a VTuber. Unlike unless you want to have like hand sensors or hand motions, well, that's the thing. It's the only thing that is expensive, like the leap motion sensor. So
Yeah, that's true. That
yeah.
that costs like a pretty penny. But you brought up one thing there that I did not put a question for, in the sense of I can tell that English is not your first language. So what made you decide to be an English VTuber instead of a VTuber in your native language?
Well, well, honestly, I prefer speaking in English rather than in Filipino because um, not every Filipino in my country appreciates the VTuber or the VTube community. It's I don't know, I just see more potential in the English community instead of the Filipino because most Filipino streamers or Filipino community basically is into um toxic stuff. They're not really into creative stuff and all that. When they see a VTuber, they'll be like, "Oh, I see." And then no, they're not really a fan of the VTubing community. But there are also other Filipino VTubers like Kaheru, um, also Eden Queso. Yeah, there are a lot of them, but they choose to be Filipino VTubers. Well, I don't know. I don't really know them that much, but okay. um, I'm not trying to generalize Filipinos, but it's just that they're more of the streamers who are into FPS. They're more people who are
Basic,
into
basically
good
League.
looks.
They
Yeah,
would
the League,
the League.
Mobile Legends, the most popular game in the Philippines. Honestly,
Oh wow,
next is Valorant and League of Legends.
wow, what a thing.
Yeah, almost Mobile Legends is the most popular game there. So, well, if that's why I prefer English community because they're much more pleasant to talk to and they're much more open to so many stuff. Unlike in Filipino, they have this kind of crab mentality where they put you down, they really bring you down if you're trying to succeed.
Oh, okay, so it's more in a sense
I'm not
that
trying to spill the tea. I'm not trying to spill the tea. I'm just stating facts.
I'm not gonna say that you're spilling the tea. It's more in the sense is that the English community is just a little bit
Yeah.
more opening and welcoming in that sense. There's just the diversity, and then in and of
Yeah,
itself
that's
is that it,
true.
it helps as well, because once you have that kind of a diversity, you really get an entire melting pot of different people with different cultures, different ways of things, and when you bring it all together, you
Yeah.
realize it just becomes this entire new thing altogether, which just becomes something amazing and wonderful that everybody could just come together and enjoy. It's not to say it's like one alone that can have this and like okay this, but no, it spreads around through the entire thing. Is that everybody could come and they can just enjoy themselves.
Yeah, exactly. Like I've seen VTubers on Facebook gaming, but it's just not piquing the interest of the Filipinos. So I already decided to stream here on Twitch because much more like on the based on the community. The community is just really nice.
Well, thank you. So now we'll have, what final words do you have for those who will be watching this video and listening on? What are your final words for them?
Final words. Well, if you really want to be a VTuber, just do it. Don't let other people bring you down no matter what, because just do what you love. Do whatever your heart is saying. Don't follow what the society is saying, because we all have our own morality, you know. We all have our own values. Do what's best for you, do what's good for you, what benefits you as a person, what um helps you manage your stress, helps you manage your interest, you know?
Oh, that's very good, very good. So, Ali, as the final run, would you like to advertise your stream and the times that you stream?
Hey, what again?
The times that you stream, or is it just random?
Uh, I stream mostly at night, like 8 p.m. or 8:30 or something like that. Because if I don't stick to the schedule that I have, there will be different viewers. I won't be having like regular viewers. So if you're trying to stream whichever time you're available, I think that's a wrong move, bro. I think you just have to stick to your schedule, because that's what the time that your viewers are waiting for, your regular viewers. So if you notice, if you go to my stream every time, I have regular viewers like Siri, like Sonia, because that's the only time that they could watch me or something like that. So stick to your own schedule.
Oh, well, thank you very much, Azzy. It was nice having you. Everyone, this is
Thank you as well.
Azzy. This is a wonderful, great Azzy. Wonderful streamer. She's a ton of fun.
Oh,
I recommend it 100%. She's a barrel of laughs. Um,
I don't know. Some people say that I'm the best, but I'm like, nah, I'm not the best. I'm not the best. There are some people out there who are the best. You know?
so, and you're
I'm just
humble.
being myself.
And you're humble.
What?
But you're humble, which is good. That's a
Oh,
good quality. You're humble.
yeah. I'm just trying to be myself. I don't want to boast anything. I don't want to be um on top of the triangle. I just want to be stay low key, stay stay normal.
That's a good way to put it. Just stay normal. You don't get too ahead. You're not too far down. You're in that space where you're comfortable, you're happy, and that's where you want to be.
Yeah, as long as there is interaction in my stream, I don't really care about the followers. I don't really care about the money or the bits that people are giving me. I'm just very thankful that there are people supporting me, and um what all matters to me was the interaction and the connections that I'm having while streaming. So that's what really keeps me streaming. It's because of the interaction, not the bits, not the followers whatsoever. It's all of the support, wholehearted or wholesome support.
So your thing is the support of the community coming together and just giving you that ability to be able to carry on that interaction.
Yeah. Because
Um,
most people on the streaming community, they always focus on the money that they're earning. But I'm like, you know what? I don't really care about the money. The donations are still just there. I just don't care.
it's, you're one of the few people I think I've ever heard say that.
Wait, what? What?
You're one of the few people I've actually heard ever say that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because most of them, they say they start off in that sense, but then you realize it's like, and then when they start seeing the money rolling in and all the endorsements and everything that comes up with it, they just take off. They're like, this just became a whole different thing altogether. It's no longer, and then in that sense, you lose that sense of the joy of doing streaming after that, because then you realize that you're no longer streaming for the joy of streaming. You end up just streaming in the senses that you know that once you hit that live button, you know that you're going to get a certain quota for the day. So you know that's like, okay, once I hit live, I know I'm going to at least hit a minimum of $500 in about an hour. I know that. So if I want to get anything, I know exactly how long I have to stream. So your streaming no longer becomes the interaction and the fun of it. It becomes, in a sense, doing the monetary worth of it in that sense.
Yeah, if people are gonna support me by money, it's fine. But well, the only support that I really love or the support that I'm really happy about is the interaction and friendships.
Alright. Well, I'm not gonna hold you on too long because I. It's amazing how we've been going for so long already as it is. um,
Sorry, I'm very talkative.
I don't mind it the same way. Two peas in a pod. Uh, Thank you, Azzy, for taking up the invitation for this interview. And for everyone,
Thank
look out. We
you.
should have a couple more. And I will be leaving Azzy's location, the stream location in the in the description below. So you can go tell her hi, come join the interaction, and join us there. Until the next time,
Yay.
pirate out.
Bye.